Hey friends, this is an extra special story for you. Have you ever wondered why we tell stories? Stories have the power to make us feel less alone. They can inspire us, teach us, and remind us of the strength within ourselves and others. Today's story touches on a powerful message about a father's love, sacrifice, and the unexpected ways heroism can shine through. The night was quiet. The streets were nearly empty, and the only sound was the scraping sound of a broom against concrete. Under the yellow glow of the streetlights, a man in a neon vest slowly pushed his cart, sweeping up leaves and discarded wrappers as if the world depended on it. His back ached, his hands were rough, but his face carried a quiet determination. His name was Daniel. To most, he was just another street cleaner. To his little girl, he was a hero, though she didn't yet know the sacrifices he made while she slept. By day, Daniel was a gentle, soft-spoken, single father, raising his 9-year-old daughter. Lily, she adored him his warm hugs, the way he always made her laugh with silly voices during bedtime stories, and how he never let her feel the weight of the struggles they lived with. What Lily didn't know was that while she dreamed peacefully in her bed, Daniel was out working long hours. Cleaning the very streets people hurried across without ever noticing who made them spotless. Daniel never told Lily about his night job. He didn't want her to feel embarrassed or think less of him. He told her he worked late office shifts, never going into detail. In truth, after his wife had passed away suddenly years ago, Daniel had lost his stable job and taken whatever work he could to provide for Lily. Cleaning streets at night wasn't glamorous, right? But it kept food on the table and a roof over their heads. One winter night, as Daniel swept near the city square, he noticed a small commotion. A TV crew was filming a short segment about the unsung heroes who kept the city clean while everyone else slept. A reporter asked him if he'd be willing to say a few words. Hesitant at first, Daniel smiled shyly and agreed. He didn't think much of it. He spoke humbly into the microphone, saying, "I do this work so that people can walk safely and start their mornings in a clean city. But most importantly, I do this for my daughter. She's my world, and everything I do for her." His voice cracked slightly as he spoke, his eyes shining with sincerity. The next morning, Lily sat in class during a current events session. Her teacher turned on the TV and the news clip began to play. At first, Lily didn't notice. She was doodling hearts on her notebook. But then, a familiar face filled the screen. Her dad, dressed in his neon vest, broom in hand. Her heart skipped. Her eyes widened. The class went silent as Daniel's voice filled the room. Lily's classmates began to whisper. Some giggled, others pointed. "That's your dad?" a boy asked. For a moment, Lily felt a lump in her throat. She didn't know whether to cry, hide, or run. But then Daniel's words rang in her ears again. "I do this for my daughter. She's my world." Tears welled in her eyes, but this time they weren't from shame. They were from pride. She sat up tall and said, "Yes, that's my dad." Her voice was steady, her heart full. The room grew quiet again, and even the kids who had giggled stared at her, realizing the strength in her words. That evening, Lily ran home, dropped her backpack by the door, and hugged her father tightly. Daniel was startled. "What's this for, sweet pea?" he asked, smiling. Lily looked up at him with tearful eyes and whispered, "I saw you on TV today. You said I'm your world. Daddy, you're my world too. I'm so proud of you." Daniel froze, overwhelmed. For years, he had carried his burden in silence, hiding his work out of fear that his daughter might be ashamed. But here she was, looking at him with nothing but love and admiration. His chest tightened as tears slipped down his cheeks. "I just want to give you the life you deserve," he whispered back. From that moment on, Lily never let anyone mock her father's work. When other kids bragged about what their parents did, Lily would proudly say, "My dad is the reason our streets are clean. He's the hardest working man I know." Word of Daniel's heartfelt interview spread. The community began to notice the street cleaners more, greeting them, thanking them, and treating them with respect. One evening, Daniel's supervisor pulled him aside. The city council had seen the news clip and wanted to promote him to a supervisory role, better pay, more reasonable hours. For the first time in years, Daniel felt hope blooming in his chest. But what meant the most wasn't the promotion, wasn't the recognition. It was that, for the first time, he realized he didn't need to hide who he was. His daughter loved him not despite his work, but because of the heart and strength he put into it. The story of Daniel and Lily became a reminder to everyone who heard it. Dignity, dose, and tea come from the title of your job, but from the love and purpose behind it. And every night after, whenever Daniel tucked Lily into bed, she'd whisper the same words before closing her eyes. "Good night, Daddy, my hero."